Okay, welcome. This is Andy Morbitzer, Visionary Compensation Training. Oh, what is it? Wednesday the 15th, a couple of days before the Leaders Convention here in Benidorm, Spain. So we've been scurrying around, making last minute preparations to get over to Spain to meet the qualifiers. So today we just wanted to present a part of the comp plan because what we're going to do going forward, guys, now that we have the internal and external platforms up and operating and the pay in and pay out solutions on funding accounts, and um, we're up and we're mining and all those types of things, we're going to start working and focusing on the Capricorn side, the retail side, and um, we're going to start a marketing campaign where in the very near future we'll have replicated sites for everybody. But one of a couple, and also we're going to start explaining the comp plan with kind of the theme that I'm going to start with here today about simplifying the comp plan, keeping it easy, keeping it replicatable. Understanding comp plans can be your best friend or the comp plan can be your worst enemy. Understand that simple duplication is the key for the average person. Now, what we're going to present today is it's very simple. We're going to take industry minimums of, let's say, 2 people. The industry minimum is for sponsoring or selling mining packages in this case would be 1.9 people. So 1 person left, 1 person right are the minimums. So what do you need to do to earn $32,000 a week? So this document is in your back office. This is under visionaryabc.com under the downloads. And you're going to find this first document I'm going to talk about before you can earn the $32,000 a week in commissions. There's a couple of things you need to do. So as you get in, you get acclimated to our platform. You understand the comp plan, the basic operating rules, and how things work. Very first thing you want to do, though, is you want to get active status so you can earn commissions. And active status for the current week is the week that you're joining. So the week that you bought your initial mining package, where you bought a package to mine Capricorn, that's your current week that you join. And then you get an active status for the next 4 weeks. So a total of 5 where you would be binary commissions. Now, for upgrading, you are given an active status for the current week, the week of upgrading, and the following week. So here's how this really works out. What do you need to do to stay active once your initial free weeks have passed? We put in the free weeks for a period of time for people to acclimate themselves on the culture, to understand what it is that they're doing. And I'm going to make it real simple here today. To stay active in the system, you need to mine coins. And to mine coins, every package that you buy, every mining package when you come in, is going to put a predetermined amount of slots on your account for that first week. So if you came in at silver, you're going to have 8. If you came in at gold, you have it would be 24. And then if you came in at the top end at the platinum, you would have 80 slots maximum for those levels per week. So what you're doing is you are actually purchasing a mining slot or more that week. And it's not more difficult than that. Check this movie on how to purchase mining slots. Well, we've been down that road. Today's more about structure, how to make money, what replication and duplication does to leverage your business to make a lot of money as fast as possible. So very first thing, stay active. To stay active, hold on one sec. To stay active, you're going to need to mine 1 slot per week to be qualified. So it all explains it in this document how to stay active. I suggest that all of you go in and take a peek at it. The very first thing you want your people to do is come in and get active. So very first thing you need to do, convert binary points into paid out commissions. To earn matching bonuses, to participate in the SysRep Pool 1 and SysRep Pool 2, you need to be active. But look at this. If you do not have an active status, you will still be getting the following. You can earn direct sales commissions. You can still accumulate binary points. You can participate in SysRep Pool 2. Remember the difference between 1 and 2. 1 is that you have units on your account, and 2 are the units that you mine above and beyond 500 units that's going to qualify you for SysRep Pool number 2. So those are the really all that you really need to do to stay active and qualify for commissions in the comp plan. And so you might be saying, okay, what do you mean by left and right? And you need to sponsor. Well, this is just a genealogy tree. It's very basic. Let's say here's one of Nicole and I's spot worldwide, and we brought somebody into the left and we brought somebody into the right. So we personally sponsored one to the left and one to the right. Very easy, very replicatable. Now, what you need to understand is how do you make the money and what does that mean? So when we look at this document also, as you can see, is under visionaryabc.com. And this is a document called maxing, I believe maxing the binary. And what this really is illustrative of is over here to the left, you have weeks. And up at the top, you have the package level. You have 297 silver, you have 897 gold, you have 289 to 2897 for the platinum. Now, if you read the fine lines on this, and this is if everyone came into your business as a silver package, and this is the way we're going to start going, guys. Silver product package. Ideally, you'd like to do it as the gold, but there's a big difference between 297 and 897, and we're going to start marketing and promoting the silver product package. Now, by all means, if you've come across somebody that are interested in the gold and the platinum, understand that these numbers throughout everything are really interchangeable as far as volume is considered, left and right. Because here's what this really does is this is very easy. Because we're going to go with silver product package for this reason only. Acquisition costs. I mean, how much does it cost for somebody to join Visionary and have and reap the benefits, really? Because bronze is really off the table for me. That's somebody coming in, getting their toe wet, holding a place in genealogy. They get 2 slots for the week and that's it. But if you want it to grow and you want it to replicate, you're going to do the very basics. Now, if you followed these numbers, why, of course, you would see the same results. The max binary income means 32,000 euros paid out in 1 week. So this is just illustrative of how many people, how many mining package, I guess would be a better term, that you would need on both sides of your business. So when you look at this, this is kind of misleading in my eyes, but if you read the fine note or fine lines here, you'll come to the determination. This is per leg. You reach max binary with the growth of 1,000 sold silver product packages in each leg in 1 week. So when you look at these numbers, this is representative of one leg, either left or right. Remember, left or, let's see here, left, which they call the power leg, or right, your working leg. And we're going to do replication because this is what we need for to get in, get out. So we're going to start with the 297 because of the price point, because of it's the easiest way to get in, stay active, mine 1 slot per week without adding additional consideration to your business. And let me put that in a different way. The silver will maintain itself through the commissions that you will make enough money that you will be able to buy mining time that will give you 1 slot per week and keep you qualified for additional bonuses, additional benefits in the SysReps. And those are bonus pools that are going to reward you for participation. But I remember one time, a long time ago, one of the very first times that I looked at a binary comp plan, I said, okay, this is easy enough. But some of the things that this young man shared with me was quite impressive. Think of it this way. let's say you go to work and the very sick, and let's change this because let's be honest, guys, week 1 through 11, more than likely you're not going to build a business up to 1,024 in 10 weeks. Let's just, it is what it is. Less than 1% of the people will be able to do that. Not to brag, I've done it several times. I've written a comp plan, two, maybe 3 times in this industry on different types of binary comp plans and hybrids and all this stuff. So I have a working knowledge of how this really works, but we're getting down to the basics here. Let's assume that instead of this being 1,000 packages sold in each leg in 1 week, let's do half that. Let's just break it right down the middle, just like we were looking at it like this. Let's say instead of having 2 to the left and 2 to the right, we'll just have 1 to the left and 1 to the right. 2 people. You sell 2 mining packages. You put 1 silver left and you put 1 silver right. Now, that automatically qualifies you to earn binary commissions because you have 200 commissionable value or 200 CV that is personally sponsored left and right. Now you're off to the races. You sponsored 1 to the left and 1 to the right. Now, when we look at this document, it says really you need 2 to the left and 2 to the right, because remember, this is 1,000 packages sold in each leg in 1 week of the entire group, your entire group's production. So let's cut that in half. I'm sure everybody on this call would be happy with making $16,000 a week. I know I would. Now, with that said, now we can look at these numbers as, okay, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64. All that this is doing is really doubling every time. And every time it doubles, it leverages, it builds volume. So when you look at the first, and let's say we don't even do this in 11 weeks. Let's take these numbers over to the left and let's make those months. So let's say that this is the first year of your business, because $16,000 a week to be achieved in 1 year is phenomenal. I mean, when you look at it, that's $64,000 a month. So that's awesome. I mean, it doesn't get any better. So to keep this nice and easy and simple, when you first start out, and let's call this your first month, you have 2, and then you're going to go find 2. Let's say I brought in Joey and I brought in Jamie. I got to find Joey and Jamie. The very first thing I do to them is first assess their centers of influence. You've got to work with the people that you brought into the business, because if you don't, more than likely they will do nothing. So you, as the leader, as their mentor, as you being the one that's going to show them the ropes and show them how to replicate their business, you need to really drill down into their centers of influence, sometimes with some of these people. Because what you want is for every person that you bring in, they bring in too. And you need to train them. You need to spend some time with your leaders. If you're not spending time right now with the people that are engaged in your platform and in building your business, you're missing the boat. You're leaving money on the table. You have got to build a relationship, and I mean on a daily basis. Just about every one of my leaders I brought into this business. Now, some of them are experienced network marketers, and they probably get tired of hearing from me, but nevertheless, that's the way it goes. You want your leaders and the people that you personally sponsored to be successful. The whole key to being successful personally is to make other people successful. Somebody famous once said that, one of the Zig Ziglars or somebody like that. But it's true. Guys, understand, if the average person only has a center of influence of 10 people, you want to help those people that you personally sponsored find the 2 individuals out of their 10 people of centers of influence that want to join Vizionary. And you've got a paint a picture, which we're going to do through some marketing efforts here in the very near future, where we're going to paint the picture of the problem, of macroeconomics, of insolvency, indebtedness, of currency wars. You know, Capricorn's a beautiful way to have assets that you can convert into any currency. And that's powerful, especially in this time and place in the world where currency wars are going on strong. I mean, you got Russia and China and the yuan that might be backed by gold, for example, that a lot of people would flock to. You got an insolvent dollar. Well, just about every currency in the world is insolvent at this point in time. It's just a matter of time when it all goes haywire. So when I look at Vizionary, I look at our product Capricorn. This is a way that I can convert my fiat currencies into a digital currency that's going to allow me to have diversification. It's going to allow me to have options to convert my cryptocurrency into any fiat currency that I want to in the world. Think of how powerful that is. Let's say the dollar dies and the yuan goes up, or the euro goes up and the dollar goes down. Whatever happens, and some of these currencies of some of these countries are not going to make it through the next 10 years. So it's very prudent that you learn how to earn income in Vizionary, because at the end of the day, our product produces Capricorn, and that Capricorn is going to allot you certain advantages over all other people in the world when things go south, when things get difficult, when there's some challenges in the financial world, and it's coming. Guys, I'm not crying wolf. It's coming. There's no way around it. So one of the most effective things that you can do is start building an online digital international savings account in Capricorn. And one of the ways you're going to do that is through this binary system. And this binary system is going to allot you up to $32,000 in 1 week. That $32,000 can be an additional income stream, because with the decline of the dollar and indebtedness and insolvency comes job loss, comes fears. Guys, protect yourself now. You are given a platform right now that is in essence work equity to convert fiat currency to digital currency. It's as simple as that, guys. Forget about all the mining and the blockchain and all that stuff. What we offer is the ability to convert fiat currency to digital currency. Why? Because you need to be diversified in this challenging 21st century we live in. And if you don't, you really need to reassess where you are and what you're trying to do. Because the last thing I want to do is to work, save, invest. And I left the financial world, all the derivatives and the securities and all the things that I was building in September 2008, when mysteriously out of the blue, 46.3% of the value of the stock market was sucked out in about a 3-week period. Every baby boomer on the planet lost about half their net worth. So guys, when I talk about diversification, I talk about having a cryptocurrency. In times of peril, in times of challenge, cryptocurrency is not regulated by central authority. You will have the ability to go to an ATM and pull out as much cash as you want, because the card, when we look at Greece, what happened over there, where they clamped down, put capital controls and said, oh, you could only take out 100 euro, then 50 euros. And then there was a couple of weeks there where they couldn't pull out any money. The reason is because that ATM card that they were using was controlled by central authority. They dictate whether you can get your money out or not. What we offer here with Vizionary and Capricorn is you taking control of your own financial destiny. You can pull out as much money as you wanted without any kind of central authority or capital control. And that is huge moving forward, guys. So I know I got off on a rant there, but nevertheless, when you look at this comp plan, it's really quite easy. It's all about duplication. Now you go in your first, and we're talking about months now. instead of weeks, but it's the same principle. Two who get two who get two. It's that easy and that simple. How many people do you know? Can you find two people? And you know, upon introduction of Visionary, you might flat out say to somebody, when joining Visionary, you really want to have two people that understand the value of what Visionary and Capricorn offer. I mean, to be effective, guys, and I've got marketing coming, we're going to start working on this. You have to present the problem. And that problem is insolvency, is indebtedness, the devaluation of currencies around the world. Guys, it's just not here in the United States. It's just so happened that the US has some luxuries and benefits that have been, quite honestly, mismanaged. We had the ability to print money. We had the ability to really underwrite the loans and have just about every major section of industry pegged to the dollar, whether that was the rebuilding of Europe after the big World War, whether that was the petrodollar, in which we made an agreement with the Saudis to protect the Saudis from invasion or war and people stealing their oil and gold. That's how this all started. So understand, as the dollar goes, so goes all other currencies around the world. That's why I can't, if I could come through the phone and grab you and shake you and say, this is something that's very dead serious that you need to do right now. I'm showing you the easiest way to duplicate this. Two who get two who get two. If you follow that method, we don't care really what the term is. We really don't. It could be weeks, it could be months. But think of it this way, if you could build this and sustain this, all that you're required really to do is teach two people to get two people. And if you can do that, the first 6 months are brutal. You got 2, then 4, then 8, then 16, 32, 64. Look at the second 6 months. 128, 256, 512, 1,024, and then 11 would be 2,048, and 12 would be 4,096. So when you look at it like that, two who get two for 12 months will make you more money than most of you have ever made in your life. Probably weekly than you do monthly. So it's very powerful. It's easy. Now, all these numbers represent if you did the same thing in gold or you did the same thing in platinum. But understand, you're going to have a mix of people that come in at different values. So that may increase or decrease the month of the week in which you achieve this $32,000. Now, what we want to teach and what we want to do moving forward is exactly that. You come in, get active, and we know that being active is 1 slot per week, and to be earned binary commissions, you need to have 200 CV left and 200 CV right, personally sponsored. Then you're off to the races. Take the time to train the people that you personally sponsor. If you do that, you'll be successful. Because at the end of the day, industry standards, remember, industry minimums, 1.9 people. So everybody has an uncle and a brother, or an aunt and a little sister, or a hairdresser, or a barber, or somebody, you know, the next door neighbor. Everybody and anybody can get two people. And let's be honest, if they can't get two people on a subject matter as pertinent and vital as this, if you can't find two people that understand that the value of having a currency that's not governed or owned or controlled by the banks, if you can't find two people, then you should probably find another line of work. This is probably not for you. And I don't mean to be rude in any capacity at all, but if you can't find two people, I mean, you got involved. What is it about that got you involved and excited about it? So when you look at these things, we're going to help you out here. Like I said, the marketing, we're going to present a problem. And that problem, we're going to agitate it. We're going to have things within this funnel, within this marketing system, these landing pages and replicated sites, that's going to do all of it for you. It's our intent to make it easy, replicatable, and really hit home. And it'll probably be something, the 5 different ways to not only survive, but profit from the economic challenges that we're going to face in the future. So we've presented a problem, we've agitated it. And now in the follow-up video, we're going to have a solution. We're going to present Vizionary as a way to convert fiat currency to digital and or cryptocurrency through Vizionary, because that's what we do. We help people establish a digital currency or a cryptocurrency on an international basis in digital form. Easy. I mean, doesn't get any easier than that. The key to replication is simplicity, and the earlier and the faster we get there, the better off. I meant to get there a lot earlier than what we did, but we had other priorities we needed to talk about and get up and running, and to make us, legal and those types of things. So now we're going to focus on simplifying the comp plan, and we're going to hit it real hard once we get back and get some input from the leaders from Spain on exactly what message that's going to be, what's replicatable, what's easy. Because once we present the problem, we have to have a solution. We have that solution in Vizionary. We are going to offer the product, and that product is mining time that's representative in silver product package, gold product package, and platinum product package. Boy, say that 3 times fast, that'll kill you. Nevertheless, that's the whole base. Guys, what I just said in 20 minutes is exactly our entire business. Not entire, but pretty close to it. It's the gist of it. So the whole key to 32,000 a week, guys, is find 2 who get 2. And we're going to start training on that and start really hitting that home on, because that's as easy as it can get. So hold on one sec. Okay, let's read some of the stuff down here in the bottom and see if this makes sense. Some of it did, and some of it will change, and we'll get some other verbiage up there. But the table above shows that it takes duplication to reach maximum binary income per week in Vizionary. It's based on that you only find 2 people during 1 week, and that you educate and help them to do 2 sales the week after. So there it is, guys. That's it in a nutshell. Because what do you think is going to be more fun, the first 6 weeks, or the first 6 months, or the last 6 weeks, or the last 6 months? Because look at what really happens in your business. Now, let's stay with the weeks here. You're 6 weeks in, you got 64 people. You've made a little bit of money, you're active, you're now maintaining 1 slot per week, you're acquiring Capricorn, and things are okay. You've gone to work, but you're really not making that great of money yet because it takes a little bit of time. It takes a little bit of training. But look what's happening now in the next 6 weeks. We go to 128, 256, 512, and 1,024. Which weeks do you think is going to be more fun? Well, the second 6 weeks or 6 months, whichever you prefer. Why? Because now duplication, now you're getting into some big numbers, big volume, and big commissions. So, the first 6 weeks can always be, you're working, you're duplicating, you're building your foundation, you're communicating with your leaders on a daily, weekly basis. You're engaged in the culture, you're active, you're mining, you're learning the business, you're training, you're bringing your leaders on. Everything's great, it's growing, and then boom. At about week 6, now you bust out 128, up to 256, 512, and 1,024. But you had to get started. So absolutely, you're going to make a lot more money. It's going to be a lot more fun the second 6 weeks. If you can follow these simple rules, these simple procedures, then you're good to go. That's it for today on training on how to maximize the binary comp plan and earn 32,000 a week. And we are exactly at 30 minutes. Thank you for your time and consideration. Have a great day, and we will see you leaders in Spain. And we'll probably do some type of training and get everybody on a video or something like that, some exciting stuff. And oh, by the way, I never ever like to touch or tweak a comp plan, but when it's in the best interest and it benefits the end users, the members and the affiliates, and it's a good, positive thing, know that when we get to Spain, we're going to announce a couple of things that's going to help you build your business, earn a little bit more money in the process. We've got some things that we've figured out that we had enough margin to really reward the people that are mining, reward the people that are getting the two who get two who get two. So this is Andy Morbitzer on Comp Plan, September 15th. We'll see you leaders in Spain. For the rest of you, thank you for being here. And is that it, Nicole, for today? Okay, that's it for today. And how do I stop recording so I can get a recording out to everyone? Here? Okay, with that said, guys, have a great afternoon. Bye-bye.